West versus East contest here in Brooklyn as the Nets play one at home. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. And David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, you hear a...
And thanks, David. Relationships come before anything else. Clearly, these guys like each other off the court as well. Clark, when you went up against another great forward in the league, what was your mindset?
One, I wanted to go right at him. I wanted to put him on his heels if I could. And then I also wanted to be attentive to trying to disrupt him and make him uncomfortable, because if you can get a guy off his game a little bit, that can serve you and your team well. So early, I wanted to get off to a good start, be physical, and try to assert my will in the matchup right away.
And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Green, and it's O'Quinn in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And that stroke of Durant, effortless. I mean, easily pulling up from the perimeter, textbook form, beautiful to watch.
Passes to Green. He dishes it to Curry. O'Quinn in the post, guarded by Jordan. Thompson with the bucket.
Gotta love the smooth shooting stroke of Thompson. Outstanding at shooting as soon as he catches the ball.
Curry against Irving. Harden outside. That three off the mark. On defense, Brooklyn. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And that was not an easy game for them. I mean, they barely hung on at the end of regulation before they were able to pull it out in overtime.
And it could turn out to be one of their biggest wins of the season. I mean, just because of the way they came through when it mattered most. That's clutch play that could serve them well going forward.
And Kevin Durant with the slam.
And at nearly 7 feet tall, Durant is a prime-time threat to pound one down. Got to keep him away from the rim.
Curry dishes to Thompson. He feeds it to O'Quinn. Back to Thompson. Green with a screen for Thompson. Shot off the pick. Griffin grabs the board.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
Outside Curry. Good on the triple.
And Kevin, that three ball of Curry, deadly. I mean, you feel like it's going in as soon as he lets it go, no matter where, at what angle, or how deep.
Durant in the corner. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Thompson kicks to Green. Dishes it to Curry. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Curry's got 5.
Man, I have great appreciation for the IQ of Stephen Curry. I mean, once the ball hits his hands, guys, you know he's thinking about letting it go.
It's good. And it's 7 points for Kevin Durant. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And Thompson kicks to Green. Curry on the wing. Picked by O'Quinn. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Back to Curry. On deep. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Warriors. Irving against Curry. Over Wiggins. And again, Kevin Durant. 9 points in the game so far.
And when he's in range, KD doesn't much care about the defender. You're not going to bother him.
Back to Curry. Green, the screen. Thompson from long range. Another three for Golden State.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Outside for Durant. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Wiggins against Durant. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Boy, trying to employ physical defense against Wiggins, but this young man powers right through it. Very impressive.
Here's Durant. Again, the Nets for 2.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
And when you watch the Warriors, one thing that just jumps out is their passing. Everyone on this team, they allow the ball to dictate where it goes. Just unselfish to a fault.
Curry with it. He's got 8. There's the pick. Wiggins right side. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
And the Warriors last year averaging right around 30 assists a game as a team. Greg, just a huge number, and they led the league in that regard by a wide margin.
Yeah, the passing they do is with a purpose as well. And I really feel like they have the highest collective basketball IQ in the game. I mean, they get a lot of free points off backdoor cuts or leak outs, and that's all because of their ball movement and awareness as a group.
And you know about Harden shooting and his ability to get to the line and all that, but you know, Clark, what some people don't realize is just how fast he's going end to end. I mean, he can just blow by players in the open floor.
Yeah, he's got deceptive speed, Kevin, and part of that is how he's worked to change his body from his college days at Arizona State to who he is in the NBA. He slimmed down a bit, but he still has that strength and that barrel-chestedness that allows him to play so well through contact. But you're right, his speed is lethal and deceptive.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. Team still learning the ins and outs of their systems and how to play together in these early games. If you were coaching Clark and your team was struggling, how long do you wait before making changes?
It's hard to say, Kevin. It's a matter of feel and understanding your personnel, and sometimes it's gut instinct, consulting with your staff. But I think you've got to try to keep your changes to a minimal, and when you do make them, try to make sure they're relatively small changes so that you have a chance to adjust and your team does too.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Feeds it to O'Quinn. Back to Thompson. Over Harden. The shot by Thompson, no good. The Nets have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Yet another way Griffin beats you. Great body control going up over the top.
And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. Out to Thompson. Golden State moving the ball around. Green with a screen for Curry. On the wing, Green. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Griffin. That one off the back iron and out. Nets have gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. That doesn't go either for Griffin.
Well, it's surprising that he clunked that one. I mean, especially since the defense was nowhere to be found.
Wiggins with it, guarded now by Durant. Wiggins passes to Green. Outside for Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in the zone.
I think they've got to consider, Greg, throwing a few different looks his way early on, especially if he keeps shooting like this.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Yeah, these teams evenly matched, Greg, trading hits and refusing to give up any advantage.
Pick by O'Quinn. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Wiggins has got his second bucket of the night.
Tell you what, for a small forward, Wiggins is strong inside, and only growing in confidence, too. That's scary for the opposition.
Jordan the screen. Jordan with a screen on Wiggins. Back to Irving. Kicks it to Harden. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And Irving with the basket on the assist from Harden. And it's 7 points for Kyrie Irving.
I love the three-point shooting of Irving. Excellent at dialing it in from deep, and you've got to respect his range. Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
So for the Nets, Harris comes in for James Harden. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. Different look here for the Warriors. Nene, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Chris comes in for Draymond Green. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Thompson. Goes up again. And Harris wide open. He shoots. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Here's Curry. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Curry's got 16 points.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
Dinwiddie's shot is off. The Warriors trailing. Here's Oubre. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
13 feet away. Durant wide open. He fires. A second chance effort. Jordan can't get that one to fall. The Warriors shooting at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They are sticking to the campaign. Here's Bazemore. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
And over the course of the Nets franchise history, some interesting decisions. I mean, back in the 90s, they came very close to changing the team name to the Swamp Dragons. I think I'm just going to leave that one right there.
Pass to Griffin. Jordan the screen. He's off on that one. Some solid defense there by Nene.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, though, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, Kevin, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
So, Greg, how close were the Nets to being the Swamp Dragons anyway?
Well, it needed a unanimous vote of all the teams to change it, but there was one vote against it. The Nets themselves voted against the change, and they had 7 owners who rotated voting duties, and the one on deck got cold feet.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Nets.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And keep an eye on the three-point shooting, because that has been a factor as well. If they can maintain that current form, they can be successful.
Ring shot on the way. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Nets lead by 4. So it's the Warriors now, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And really, man, they played their hearts out. Missed a couple opportunities down the stretch, and that was the difference.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? Much love to him because the energy was there. But the execution fell just a little short.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Dinwiddie kicks to Harris. They set the pick. Now the dish to Griffin. And that That one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Nene.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
Both free throws good from Griffin. Warriors trail by 6. The shot and game clock separated by 4 and stolen by Jordan. Guarded by Curry. Outside Griffin. Jordan the screen. And Griffin, here we go. Here's Dinwiddie. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Dinwiddie's got his first 3 points of the game. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Nets lead by 9. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And work ethic, a big part of Steph Curry's success, as he was not a highly regarded 5-star recruit coming out of high school.
There's obviously ways that you can get better as a player from you.
And he's certainly become not only a complete player, but the kind of true star guys that every team is looking to build around.
You know, when he was drafted, Steph was viewed by most scouts as a great shooter. Not a centerpiece, but boy, were they wrong.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
And through that first period, for me, their work on the glass has been the difference.
Yep, pounding away on the boards. I mean, controlling the backboards. It's been a huge difference so far.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Golden State looking at who they've got. We've got Oubre. Nene is out there with Chris. Then it's Curry. And it's Bazemore at the 3 spot. The lead pushed to double digits. Harris has got 7.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Now here's Curry. He's guarded closely. Takes the 13-footer. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now. And Nets coach Kenny Atkinson, before taking over in Brooklyn, a key assistant in Atlanta under coach Mike Budenholzer.
Yeah, and you talk about the Spurs coaching tree. There are a lot of good branches on that tree, boy. Budenholzer spent almost 2 decades in San Antonio. Now his assistant in Atlanta, Kenny Atkinson, is the head coach in Brooklyn.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Curry dishes to Oubre. Now on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
And that one misses. Clark, when you look back at all the coaching you received and all the coaches that you've covered, what allows a coach to have a team buy in to what he wants to do?
I think there are a couple of things there, Kevin. One is authenticity, being who you are as a man and a coach. Whatever your personality is, whatever your hallmark pillars are as a coach, the things that you don't allow to be negotiated, staying true to that. But authenticity is huge. And then adaptability, being able to be flexible within your authenticity. Those things, to me, give you the most credibility as a coach and give you a chance to one, be enjoyable to play for and also successful.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Kevon Looney is checked in for Chris. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Now here's Oubre. He's guarded by Johnson. The pass to Looney. Golden State moving it around. Pass to Bazemore. And Curry has it in the corner. Shot clock at 5. A steal. Lobs it up for Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are two teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned.
Well, you know, they swept the season series a year ago. The expectation is they'll do the same thing again this time around.
And with the Warriors, their ability to score in bunches really is unmatched throughout the league. They'll be going along with the team, and then all of a sudden they have that 20-point lead in like 3 minutes. It can happen so fast that I think at times the other teams are shell-shocked.
And now we go to the 2K leaderboard. What a season it's been for these teams on the offensive glass. The 4th spot held by the Nets.
One of the better rebounding teams in the league, especially on the offensive end. They never take that for granted in terms of whether the shot's going in.
And talking about the Warriors and their ability to build a lead very quickly, the shooting they have, Greg, is a very big part of how they can just bury a team.
It is. Their shooting, especially from deep, but also their defense. One kind of feeds the other in terms of how they can steamroll teams and create that momentum. And only the special teams can put a game away with a 5-minute run, but this is one that has consistently done it over the last 3 years.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Here's Griffin. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Looked like he rushed the layup to me. I mean, the defense was late on contesting that one.
Bazemore. Here's Nene. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That's good from Nene. It's been a coaching carousel in Brooklyn in recent years, Clark. Your thoughts on Coach Kenny Atkinson, who came from Atlanta, and what he's done there, and what about his staff?
Well, you know, brave souls, and I think Kenny Atkinson has the right approach. Time will tell what kind of coach he becomes, but I like what I've seen from him. He confessed that people he respected told him he'd be insane to take the job, but nothing ventured, nothing gained, and he stepped into it. The Nets have to return the faith he showed and give him time to build this team.
The Nets have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
Green, he's checked in for Nene.
And, of course, for the Nets, I mean, they won't control their own first-round pick until 2019. There's going to be some losing along the way with not much reward.
The feed to Wiggins. Off the screen. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Harris. Now here's Johnson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. The putback. That one's not going to go. The Warriors go the other way with it.
Unfortunately, his shot has been everywhere, all over the place. Can't buy a basket. However, his teammates got him covered.
Here's Green. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Really like how he used his body, got outstanding position on the boards, and then maximized it.
Irving passes to Jordan. There's the screen. For 3, Harris. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Green's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And Greg, the Nets trading away the better part of a decade worth of draft picks when they went all in back in 2013 and 2014.
Yeah, going for vets like Darren Williams and Gerald Wallace, Paul Pierce, and of course KG. But unfortunately, all past their prime. That team only able to get to the second round, and boy, what a heavy price to pay for so little success in the postseason.
And it's Wiggins missing.
Yeah, he's costing them right now, sabotaging them a little bit. He's got to find his shot if they want to win this game.
Irving kicks to Griffin. Poke loose. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And this spot has always been Jordan's biggest drawback. He's never been able to make his free throws at even a modest rate, and teams are never afraid to put him on the line.
First one falls for him. Hey, Greg, when you look at all the dunks that DeAndre Jordan has on his resume, it's pretty impressive.
And Jordan, I feel, is even underrated with his dunking ability. Very agile. You can see that in warm-ups as well as the dunk contest. His unmatched power when attacking the rim, really unprecedented. He may be the best athlete in the league.
Nets leading by 10. And here is Irving. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. And the jam by Harden.
I think one of the things understated about Harden, he's a great athlete. I mean, he can rise and bounce. He's strong. He's quick. He can easily punch it on you when he gets to the rim.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. And Clark, when you look around the league today, is there a player that you watch and think, hey, that reminds me of how I used to play?
There are a number of guys that come to mind a little bit. Tobias Harris is an outstanding player, terrific young player and young man. Has a game similar to mine in that he's really versatile, does a lot of things well, not super flashy, but very productive. He comes to mind right off the top of my head currently.
Now Durant. 38 points for him last game against Utah.
And he was terrific in that game defensively as well, blocking 4 shots on the night.
Man, he gets it done in bunches, does Durant. He's a superb scorer. You've just got to marvel at his greatness.
Thompson with it, and it's Harden picking him up, and Thompson kicks to Wiggins, and he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle too.
And, you know, it's obvious he's a talented scorer. I mean, that's a given. A guy you can depend on to get it done in a lot of ways.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for the Warriors. And that one misses. Oh, you just watch the way that Klay Thompson shoots, and you're surprised when the ball doesn't go in.
I mean, one thing with Klay, too, in his shot, he believes it's always going to go in. More importantly, so does his teammates. And he's got that shooter's mentality where he just will continue to trust in his mechanics. And I don't think he gets enough credit for just how hard he works to maintain that shot.
Irving with the ball. He's got 10. Jordan the screen. Here's Durant. Can't make good off the pick.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. Looked like he forced the shot.
Yeah, and Steph Curry, you know, maybe not putting up the numbers he did from that impressive MVP campaign, but he is still one of the most feared players in the league on offense. And when he wants to, he can take over a game. and there's just nothing you can do about it.
And with Curry and his ability to put a team away in one quarter, Greg, it's absolutely incredible.
I mean, Curry just has that ability to end a game's competitiveness in a short span. What is amazing is he does so much and will often sit out the fourth quarter because of the lead he's helped to build.
And Thompson kicks to Green. They set the pick. Up top, Curry pulls it from 20. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Curry's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Boy, Curry is so creative and efficient, and when he gets hot and gets going, he rains down points and baskets on the defense.
Curry against Irving. From deep, Harden. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists now in the game.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
Thompson dishes to O'Quinn. Thompson against Harden. Back to O'Quinn. Golden State moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. And it's Wiggins missing.
Not a lot going his way. Everything he's shooting is just off the mark. I mean, somehow he's got to figure out a way to turn it around.
Durant. Offensive rebound. He can't get that one to fall. Warriors trail by 13. Wiggins outside. He kicks it to O'Quinn. He dishes it to Curry. Over Irving. That one a little long. Brooklyn's gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. Harris kicks to Irving. And it's off from three-point range. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Thompson for 3. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Staying alert and aware. Wiggins sees his man flash to an open spot. Pass is right on the money.
Irving kicks to Harris. There's a screen to the inside. Harden. No good that time. Great tee that time from Green. Here's Wiggins. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's gone wrong with him this quarter. He's really fallen off.
Here's Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Green, the screen. Harden against Thompson. Inside, O'Quinn. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Jordan the screen for 3. Harris. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, I like the first quarter he had. I mean, and I'm loving the second quarter even more. Playing with a lot of momentum right now.
Timeout called the Warriors. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Now, he is on a major role today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
Both teams will make substitutions. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Warriors. To the left wing, here's Chris. The rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got 15 rebounds here tonight. And stolen by Bazemore. To the paint, looking for Chris. He gets it there. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
23 seconds left to play in the first half. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
And this is tough to stop if you're the defense. They have just gotten locked in from three-point range this quarter.
Here's Oubre. Picked by O'Quinn. Passes it to Bazemore. Thompson inside the line. An amazing shot, just barely beat the buzzer.
That is as big a shot as you are ever going to see.
And guys, he wanted it. He desperately was begging for that ball and was dying to take that shot.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what an amazing performance the hometown fans are witnessing here tonight. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 20 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. Coming off a great performance last game, tonight he looked like he had that same aggressive mindset. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, it's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason they're in control of the game.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Golden State?
They just gave up way too many good looks from the three-point line. That means either you haven't followed the game plan correctly or you're not executing it correctly. Either way, it's wrong. So from the looks of the first half, they need to aggressively close out on shooters to close this gap and the score.
So that'll do it for now as we send you courtside with Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K crew for the start of the second half.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, I liked how they took the initiative. They were really locked into what they wanted, not letting the defense dictate their shot selection.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Warriors trail by 12. We've got Durant, Harden out there with Irving, then it's Jordan, and it's Griffin in at the 4. So that's the Nets 5.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's the 3. The Warriors pull it in. O'Quinn's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the Warriors dominant last season again, not only because, Greg, of their offense, but because of their defense. One of the best in the NBA, and they're just so active on that end of the floor.
No doubt about it. And you know what? Credit their personnel because it allows them so much more flexibility defensively. And even when they go small, they have excellent rim protection. They're a physical bunch. I just don't think they get enough credit for their rebounding, one of the better teams in our league.
Curry kicks to Green. Picked by O'Quinn. There's the pick. Green passes to Thompson. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Irving for 3. Again, Irving missing. Warriors trail by 12. Wiggins outside. He feeds it to Curry. Dishes to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. and almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on James Harden. Clark, you know we like to reach out to the fans and have them send in questions, so I've got one right now. Here's Alex in Ohio, of all places. He asks, what sport other than basketball are you best at?
I specialized early, Alex. I was a decent athlete, had good hands, could catch and throw a football pretty well, but didn't like the contact there. Right now, I'm actually just a good workout guy, and I'm trying to become a better than average golfer.
2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Man, Thompson is phenomenal as a two-way player. A knockdown shooter from everywhere, challenged or unchallenged, and he defends at an elite level, too.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Irving against Thompson. Irving attacking. Yep, it counts. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
It's tipped. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
In a moment here, let's check out the numbers for Jordan. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. First in rebounding. And also his field goal percentage is up in the top 5. Tremendously efficient at finishing plays at the basket.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds. What a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. Curry against Irving. Curry dishes to Wiggins. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Boy, I tell you, when Wiggins attacks now, good things seem to happen. Now a potential and one. Boy, this young fella's got major talent. Hey, and you know, when you're the #1 overall pick, there's some pressure that comes with that stature, and Wiggins had a lot of pressure on him because of that. Has responded well, though, and I think stardom is in this guy's future. I mean, you look at his overall game and how he's developing, a really good threat on offense, and I think he's got...
Durant for 3. They get it back.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
And Thompson kicks to Green. Feeds it to Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 6 assists in the game. And just thinking about the maturing of Wiggins' game and how he's developed, Clark, he's shown that he can carry an offense as a perimeter player. Few can do that at his age.
Yeah, and he was able to do that in part because he was forced to. When Levine went down last season with an injury, stepped up his scoring, and I think he's only going to get better as he gets older.
Irving with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Jordan sets the pick for Irving. Jordan the screen. And Durant, here we go.
And you can see that Durant has an incredible drive. He wants to be an all-time legend when it's all said and done.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
That's good from Durant.
And the Nets' decision to go all in for a title, much scrutinized, and rightly so. I mean, you've got to respect the financial commitment, and at the time, an NBA record for payroll didn't quite pan out the way they hoped.
And the Warriors making a change here. Nene's checked in. Durant hits them both.
Gotta like the confidence. Such an important part of making shots. Nice seeing a big man knock down free throws.
Curry kicks to Green. There's the screen. Thompson, high post. Wiggins against Durant. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Nene. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. And that's now 6 points for Nene. And for the Nets back in 2013-14, the new luxury tax structure resulted in record losses for the franchise. $144 million. That's a lot in a single season.
Yeah, that's a lot of zeros, Kevin. More than 10 times the next closest team at the time. So That's not a list you want to be on. Ownership now showing a little more discipline and restraint, even looking to sell almost half the team to spread those future costs.
Johnson, he's checked in for James Harden. Outside Curry. Now here's Wiggins. He's got 9. Thompson in the post. Johnson's there. Thompson with the bucket.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're in the hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
Here's Irving. The shot comes out. Warriors trail by 8. Wiggins right side. Thompson from long range. Rebounded by the Nets.
No luck for him this half after being outstanding from outside the arc in the first half.
Nobody near Irving. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
On the wing, Green. And the rebound goes to Griffin. Griffin's got his 4th rebound in this one. Left side, Irving. Another miss by Irving.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Curry against Irving. Curry kicks to Wiggins. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And 12 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Nice fluid motion off the catch there, Kevin. I mean, Wiggins becoming a dangerous jump shooter.
Back to Irving. Offensive rebound. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
He does not play the score. I mean, he's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
And plays like that have really taken the energy out of those defenders. I mean, you can bet he's going to continue to keep pushing in that area.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
Well, the commissioner recently said the NBA will review, Clark, the one and done rule for college players. Any idea how that will change, if it will at all?
You know what? I'm not sure, Kevin. Quite honestly, when this rule was instituted about 10 years ago now, 10 or 11 years ago, I thought it would be good. I felt 1 year of college, if a guy was fully invested in that experience, would be better than no years. But I also understand college is not for everybody. And I'm actually of the mindset now that you should be allowed to leave right out of high school if you so choose. But if you do go to college, I would like there be a rule in place that there's a commitment to 2 years. I just think that would benefit all involved. The players, the universities, and I think the NBA would get a more mature and an NBA-ready prospect. That being said, I think we're going to end up, kind of where we are right now. I don't know if anything is going to change in the near future.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
James, the pass to Harris. Jordan sets the pick for Harris. Johnson outside. Jordan the screen. Johnson attacking. Yep, it counts.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Here's Looney. There's the pick. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And another 3 for Golden State.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Here's James, and the rejection by Curry. Puts up a 3, another 3 for Golden State.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
James kicks to Griffin, inside. He's looking for Jordan and finds him.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points worked out just fine.
Nene, the screen. Curry, wide open, and a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Harris outside. Griffin a screen on Curry. James kicks to Harris. Johnson the screen. Pass to Griffin. 14 feet away. Almost, but it rolls out.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
Kicks it to James. Back to Griffin. Here's Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Hey, you know, Kevin, there's a reason why Jordan's a high percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
Curry kicks it to Bazemore. The dish to Wiggins. Over Johnson. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Andrew Wiggins.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Picked by Griffin. Lays it up off the glass. Griffin's got 11.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Bazemore gets the bucket.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Curry against James. Jordan the screen. And it's Harris off the drive. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. 14 points for him.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I'll tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, Andrew Wiggins, the pride of Canadian basketball, he is shown to be a very durable player. Clark in his short career rarely misses a game if he ever does, and plays a ton of minutes each night out.
Yeah, and Kevin, even as a rookie, Wiggins logged heavy minutes. He often played north of 40 minutes a game. But he's so important to this team because of his impact at both ends of the floor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Nene. Marquise Chris comes in for Looney. And Oubre subbed in for Steph Curry. Wiggins outside. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. And Wiggins throws it down.
Off the dribble drive, Wiggins gets a step. Hard to get in front of him after that.
Nets leading by 3. Here's Dinwiddie. 9 points in the game so far. There's the pick. Harden outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And watching James Harden, the amount of shots he is able to create for himself and his teammates, he just does so much from his position that is unrivaled. One of the greatest offensive threats, not only today, but really of the last decade.
That free throw good from Harden. And for Harden, he's been in the conversation, Greg, for MVP for several years. The way he's able to just carry an offense with his creativity garners attention.
And Kevin, I think he might have won it last year if it wasn't for the amazing season put in by Russell Westbrook. Don't count Harden out, though. He's such a unique talent on offense. Maybe this will be his year to bring home that MVP award.
Oubre kicks to Wiggins. O'Quinn with it. Griffin's there. Wiggins outside. Wiggins drawn the double team. From deep 3-point range. Rebounded by the Nets. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. They can look forward to the Quicken Loans Arena after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Right now is when we go, good shot, great shot, right? Right now is when we talk on every screen down here and switch and ice and all the stuff we do on point.
That's Steve Kerr. This is what his teams do. They take away a lot of easy shots, easy baskets.
Yeah, you heard him. Ice the screens. Communicate. Give me everything you've got defensively.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Klay Thompson is out there with Oubre. Then there's Kent Bazemore. And there's Chris. And it's O'Quinn in the center. Oubre dishes to Thompson. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Here's Dinwiddie, and O'Quinn sends it back. Now the Warriors picking it up. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Harden kicks to Griffin. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 6 assists here tonight.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
There's a screen by Chris. Bazemore on the wing. Pass to Thompson. Drills the three-pointer. Thompson's got 22 points.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
The pass to Dinwiddie. He's covered by Bazemore.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Green, he's checked in for Marquise Chris. Warriors trail by 5. Bazemore passes to O'Quinn. Back to Bazemore. Picked by O'Quinn. Durant with the steal. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Oubre dishes to Green. On the wing, Thompson. Hands it from downtown. Thompson's got 8 here in the quarter.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Dinwiddie kicks to Durant. It's stolen by Green. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Dinwiddie passes to Harden. And he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle too.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for the Nets.
And I think Harden is a natural leader. Somebody that commands respect, who also happens to be a dominant scorer.
There's the feed to Bazemore. The screen from Thompson. Bazemore dishes to Green. Back to Bazemore. Picked by O'Quinn. Clock at 6. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Kevin Durant.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The first free throw is good.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Jordan's checked in, and so Bazemore nails both of them. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And here is Irving. Fires from deep. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
That's tipped. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Warriors trail by 6. Oubre kicks to Green. And yes, it's good.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
Well, they don't have anybody to blame but themselves. Got to prevent them from getting good looks this late in the ball game. You got to come up with stops.
Shots good by Durant.
And Durant has just such a fluid release. Very efficient shooting the ball from that mid-range.
Oubre passes to Green. He kicks to Bazemore. Kick by O'Quinn. Now Jordan. Jordan the screen. Irving kicks to Jordan. Over O'Quinn. Another shot. And Jordan with the layup. And the Nets lead by 8.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
Thompson dishes to Green. The screen from Thompson. Green kicks to Thompson. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Nets leading by 5. Outside Irving. He dishes it to Durant. On the wing, Harden. 3-pointer. They get it back. That shot off. Warriors have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. To the middle. Here's O'Quinn, and he makes the bucket. Drew contact and gets the whistle, too.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Well, I tell you what, Greg, what can they do? I mean, nobody can miss a shot. I mean, these guys are bringing it on offense right now.
Curry's checked in for Golden State. Irving with it. Here's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. O'Quinn's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Curry kicks it to Bazemore. Green with a screen on Durant. Bazemore for 3. That one doesn't go. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. One of the most impressive things about Blake Griffin is Greg when he gets out and runs the open floor.
Yeah, not to mention his ability to run the break himself. A terrific ball handler, even under pressure, and one of the best passers at the 4 in the league, if not the best.
Curry against Irving. Curry passes to Thompson. Green with a screen on Harden. Thompson inside the line, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Yeah, once Thompson gets going, he is almost impossible to slow down. We're seeing that tonight. Their entire offense is revolving around him, and boy, is he coming through.
The shot's good. 22 points for Kyrie Irving.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him, get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher. He needs more than one guy to defend him.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his fourth, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
And so here is Golden State trailing by 4. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Thompson. Over Harden. And it's Golden State with another.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Irving with it. Picked up by Thompson. Jordan dishes to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal. Good job putting the pass in front of him. Throw it where he's supposed to be, not where he is, paving the way right to the bucket.
Jordan sets the pick for Irving. He feeds it to Jordan. Over O'Quinn. Not enough on that one as it misses.
He must hit that shot. I mean, the defense, non-factor. Very surprising he missed it.
And the dunk by Bazemore.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really came close to the pilfer, but they'll take that effort. Mucking things up is sometimes just as good as a steal.
And the Warriors making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. Harden's shot is off.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. Looked like he forced the shot.
And now 6 straight points here coming on the inside.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
And doesn't he just have a nose, a knack for the basketball? He is by far their best rebounder.
Well, he has been today, no doubt about that. His effort's been unbelievable.
Here's Green, and Griffin sends it back. Wiggins from outside. Griffin grabs the board. Dishes it to Irving. Back to Griffin. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 21 points for Blake Griffin.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
Down low. Shots good by Green. And the Warriors lead by 3.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Golden State's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Curry outside. Rebound, Brooklyn. Durant's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Irving. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Irving's got 14 points now in the second half. Curry kicks to Thompson. The shot from 20 feet away. Misses off the left iron. And they're in position to take the lead.
And how big would a bucket be at this stage of the game?
Harden against Curry. Irving from long range. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Irving's got 27 points.
And Irving is super aggressive on offense. Constantly looking to shoot the ball. I love his mentality.
Picked by O'Quinn. Here's Curry with the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Curry's got 36.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Harden kicks to Griffin. Over Green. Goes back up. And there's the bucket as Irving